of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Gheal. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, Boogaloo, suck on my chew. I'm Jacob Machin.
I don't like that.
That's Caleb Dowdall.
Hello, I'm Caleb Dowdall.
How you doing, Caleb?
I'm very good, Jake. How are you today?
I'm excellent, thank you very much. I got a I don't like that from Danielle Butlin.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We have Luke Sykes.
I'll chew your boogaloo.
And we have Michael Briganti.
Something different to it. It was good, but I'm not your best.
All right, wasn't looking for criticism. Hercules, man.
Feedback now.
It woke me up. It woke me up.
Thank you. All right.
Woke me up.
All right, Michael. What's going on? What's news? We haven't recorded in a while. We've been camping. We've been in Morocco. We've had shows on. We've had birthdays. We've done gigs.
What else have we done?
What else have we done? Well, Danielle's parents are here.
Yes, hung out with my
Hung
parents.
out with your parents. And you see this very cool
Switchblade.
switchblade. Yeah.
With
Kirk,
something
do you want to tell me what's
Thank
unique
you
about
very
this
much.
one?
It's chocolate.
Hey! Why don't you? Is it? Why don't you crack that open?
That looks really realistic.
That's exactly right.
Oh my
This is
god!
from,
With the way he was holding it, I'm just like, oh, is this just an actual Swiss Army knife, like from
I mean, the
Switzerland?
first one
it's
was.
yeah, the first one was. It was a bit of misdirection.
So let's do a
It is
comparison.
chocolate. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, you know what they do a really good job with? They give like
The ridge.
in the
Yeah,
grooves
the
to be
corkscrew
like
ridge.
the corkscrew and
Yeah.
the knives.
Yeah. So,
Would you
we're
like to
gonna
take a look?
We're gonna just snap them up and chomp them. Or?
Break them apart.
And these are from your parents, Danielle?
Yes, yes.
Ooh, thank you, Danielle's parents.
Yeah, thank you.
Are they
Robin?
Are they like? Is it
Andy?
Swiss chocolate?
It
It is Swiss chocolate, yeah.
From Switzerland, from
Crack that
Zurich.
shit open. Try and snap it. If you can't snap it, we'll cut it. But yeah, dig in and let us
just
know
gonna-
how we. Yeah,
Restrain the dog.
don't worry about it.
Gooey, chewy. Anyone got a knife to open this?
Just peel it open, you stupid fuck.
it's ooey gooey.
Give me the actual switchblade. Not that gooey.
There you go. Yeah, if you can do it in 3, Michael, that'd be great. Or snap one, hand it on.
Is this in 2 or 3?
Yeah,
That's
perfect.
already been in
I'll take
3.
it.
Got it.
Yeah, that's all yours.
All right.
Oh, it is textured inside. That's cool.
I'll take the small one. Excellent. Here we go. Definitely Swiss.
Definitely army.
A little bit of knife.
Wow, there it is. Yeah.
Like Michael.
I was spat it out. And speaking of snacks, Snack Daddy Connor, one of our patrons, has kindly gifted us a big old box of Aussie snacks. That was his request. We're going to go around the table. I'm going to hand out these one by one.
I'm so excited for this.
I'm going to crack them open and just pass them around and try some. The first thing we have here are little things called tiny teddies. They're little chocolate biscuits in the shape of teddies.
Oh, they're like Teddy Grahams.
They're not all
yeah.
chocolate.
When
They
did
have
we turn
different
into an ASMR podcast?
Chocolate,
Don't worry, I cut it all out.
honey, and choc chip.
So Caleb's favorite thing. Everyone
These
just chew into the microphone real loud.
These are a lunchbox staple for all kids, typically primary school.
Take them, pass them
But
on.
part of the fun is deciding how you're going to eat the little fuckers.
Whether you eat their arms, their legs, or their head first.
Do you bite off the ears first? And like they have different expressions on their
decapitate
faces too.
Why would you not?
So
just
they all
have.
have their own personalities.
Oh, that's
Oh, they
fun.
do. I got an angry one at first, and I was
It's
like,
a whole experience.
I got 2 bags of teddy bears.
Yeah. We also have what are known as twisties. Those of you that have had cheesies here in Canada may recognize a very
Oh, these are
similar
good.
kind of vibe.
Can you get your lips off me, please?
Take some
That was to
take some twisties and pass them on.
the chocolate chip one looks like he's diseased.
Wait,
He looks like he's
Twisties
got
are
something.
like a cheese treat. We also have little things
Twisties
called
are superior to cheesies.
a little thing called cheezels. They are little round cheese treats that you can slip on your
Why can't
finger
you cheese?
and play with.
This one looks like it.
I
think
miss
Michael just said
Twisties.
this. Michael,
These
did
are
you say this
so
has a
much
venereal
better.
disease?
It looks like he's diseased.
It does look like he's diseased.
Oh my god! I could just keep eating those.
Nice.
And we're going to finish off this session with perhaps one of the most iconic savory. Keep them in the middle of the table. Everyone snack on them. Perhaps some of the most iconic savory snacks in Australia are
Yes.
shapes. Pizza and barbecue are the classics, but we've also got mini chicken crimpy ones as well. Those Australian fans or those that have been to Australia will, recognize the tasty kind of biscuit quality of the shapes here.
Cheesies are just giant hula hoops.
That's for you, Herc.
Yeah, but they're not as crispy.
No?
No. A little bit more buttery.
Down, Hogan. Hey.
Take them, pass them on.
Wait, Cheezels have like the flavor of Cheetos, but the Twisties have the shape.
Yes.
So it's really throwing me off.
Correct.
These are like tuck crackers.
Yes.
You guys have tuck crackers in Australia?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
And again,
Flavor, you can see.
Cheezels have a method of eating, which is to put them on your fingers and then
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
bite them
These
off.
were in my
Oh, I missed
lunchbox
that.
at like in high school or like elementary school.
Yeah.
Jack, are you a bigger fan of cheese Twisties or the Cheez-Its?
To the barbecue.
Cheez-Its.
Not the Cheez-Its, the ones that we had.
Cheesies?
Cheesies. The ones we had.
Cheesies. Cheesies are crunchier. They're more artificial tasting. I love them way more.
I hate them. It's Twisties
Shapes
all
are
the
good.
way.
I love shapes.
Here we go. So
Thank
what
you,
do we?
Connor. Shapes fucking rock.
What do we think
Wait,
of
which way am I
the?
passing?
This is kind of the savory with the tiny teddies on top. We've got chocolates and things and Tim Tams
Different
for later on. But what do we think of this
pizza
first round of?
shapes.
I think, as Danielle said, they're like very lunchable type kind of snacks, which is cool. You know, not too sweet, fits compactly into your lunchbox.
They do. Yeah, this is something that staples for.
Oh, are the pizza ones?
I'll say the shapes are probably
Pizza
the
shapes are
Yeah, I think
The
the,
best.
shapes might be my favorite.
Yeah, keep passing them around.
Oh. Wait, what's chicken crimpy?
I don't know. Put it in your mouth and tell me.
okay.
So far,
What's
the
crimpy
pizza
mean?
I don't know.
Like chicken I can get, but crimpy?
Crimpy's the shape of them.
Come.
Anyway, that's
Pizza
our
shapes are the best flavor of shape.
Yep.
that's our
I'm
first.
on board
Followed
with
by-
that. Yep. Pizza shape. Barbecue, not bad. But
That's
pizza.
our first round of Australian snacks.
Wow.
Thank you, Connor.
And while we're eating these tasty
You'll
treats,
snack
why don't we
on it.
get a trivia treat?
Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
Pizza shapes.
Ooh, it's a pound's tasty.
Who is the archdevil known as the Prince of Lies?
Everyone except her, have a shot.
Is it similar to one of the names of the snacks we just ate?
Oh no!
I mean, I
No,
wanna
that
say-
would have been very cool and convenient, but no, unfortunately not.
Cheezel Bob. Or something.
Pizza shapes. The infamous archdevil pizza shape
Bob.
Didn't even try with that one. You just said the name.
I want to say Osmodius, but that's the only devil
So
thing
you're
I
getting
know.
Basil.
It's not,
bubble.
but you're thinking right. He does rule one of the levels of
Layers.
hell.
Bale, or whatever his name is.
No, but kind of.
Bale doesn't rule that level anymore, unfortunately. But yeah.
In my world, he does.
Does he? That's before Zariel came down.
I don't know. You're speaking things I don't know.
You missed the... well, listen to the Hell One shot to get the lore. Herc, why don't you tell us?
Is it Gratz?
No.
Gratz is a demon.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
We know
No.
demons don't come from hell.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to get live, Herc. Gratz is actually a demon.
Does it begin with B?
It does. You're actually. It
starts with
sounds
B?
very close to Bale.
Baelnor.
Balked.
Ball.
Balked. No.
Bane?
No.
No, Bane's.
He's a god.
Yeah.
Fourth level of hell.
Grail.
So we've obviously got the
with a B.
furnace.
It starts with a B?
This is a teaser because we're going to
It's
be.
not buff.
Bal.
Did you put this in because
Bell.
we spoke about doing a Hell campaign as our next campaign? Fuck
Bowl.
Brawn.
Oh, you're so close. I know.
yeah. Nicholas Braun.
Bishop.
Phlegathos is the name of the
I
layer.
thought you were going to say that was his fucking. I'm like,
Start with a B?
what?
Where he rules. That's where he rules.
There's 4 silent B's.
Is this the
like
despair
pterodactyl.
layer? No.
I don't think it's despair. It's like the most hellish looking layer, the one with the most fire and
Oh, okay.
brimstone.
Bronte.
It can't be Beelzebub because that's just like
No.
Is it just
Good,
the
good.
devil?
Well, actually, I think a lot of them have like actual
Those kinds of devil
religious like origins.
Yeah.
I'm just going through all the different tiefling special subraces, and oh fuck.
Brian.
Not a bad idea.
Brian, no.
No, it's
Asmodeus. I'm Brian.
Hi, welcome to Hell.
Okay, I don't think you guys are going to get it. So
No, this is a point for Caleb.
his name is Belial.
Oh, we were really close.
Yeah, and he rules the 4th level of hell. So brush up on your devil and demons lore, kids, because who knows when we're going to be back in hell for another episode. And that was this week's episode of You're right there.
Tiny Teddies.
Just that wasn't as smooth. I realized I tied myself up.
Almost shit the pants on that one. As we eat our twisties, we eat our shapes, as we eat our...
That's gone forever.
As Herc's AirPod just yeets itself somewhere under the piano. Why don't we go ahead and jump into our fucking episode?
Welcome back.
Woo!
Leader of the Mind Flip.
In our last section.
Get off Netflix.
It's not Netflix.
Are you literally watching Netflix? That's a new level of
literally.
I'm pulling Sir Alvin up.
What are you watching? What are you watching? What's on your Netflix? What's more interesting than what's going on here?
Adult Netflix.
No, I'm pulling Sir Alvin up.
Adult Netflix.
Is that Pornhub?
Yeah, it is.
Orange and black Netflix.
Halloween version.
In our last session, Etterath discovered that his scimitar was in fact sentient and goes by the name of Serana. Etterath felt bad for taking the sword from Happen, but was seemingly unable to give it back despite his best efforts. Serana informed him to be careful, as any previous owners of the sword who had attempted to separate themselves had died in the process.
When did he tell me that?
Yeah, when did he tell you that?
Yeah, I
remember
listened to the
that.
episode today,
He did say something
Yeah,
about that.
I was like, it doesn't go so well, and then I was like, I made like a okay, inferred
I'm with
that
you
they
on that.
died.
I haven't gotten that far yet, apparently.
It hasn't been released.
It hasn't been released, no.
And
And I don't think it was explicitly said that you die. I think Caleb.
Well, I did make.
doesn't go so well.
I made a guillotine sound, and I went like this. But I guess if you're only audio, you wouldn't have seen the motion of this.
Uh-huh.
But I went anyway.
You can add a track in of you saying something more definite.
Yeah, maybe I will. Agenar attempted to remove the magic binding the blade to Etterath, but was unsuccessful. She was, however, able to eradicate the tendrils that had made their homes in the throats of Force and Sir Elpin. As you continued your journey, you discovered that you were being followed by some sneaky Aarakocras. But they fled just as a were-tiger pounced on Etterath, which is where we're going to begin our session today.
In the forest in Fiona, on your way to Gheal village, much in the same way we see Nala kind of dive onto Simba and kind of roll on the ground. Etterath, you are pinned down by this were-tiger. A little bit of scarring, kind of feminine eyes. One of them blue, the left one blue, the right one green. You can see that she has a little bit of a grin as she kind of pins you down there. She has she is mostly tiger, but she seems to have almost an Amazonian build, like quite a buff build to her. And she has to be at least 6 foot tall, like taller than you in your heels. And as she pins you to the ground, she looks at you and she kind of says, Terash?
Hi. It's been a while.
She sniffs you. It's at this point you hear of wings. The black kind of raven that's been flying around swoops down. You see that there's a little bat that's kind of flapping along. It seems a little chunky, and it's trying to be held aloft by these tiny, tiny wings. As the raven gets closer, you can see that it has humanoid features to it. It has almost mutton chops, similar to what Happen has. And the bat seems to have a large, almost hippopotamus-like nose on the front of it as it kind of flaps closer and closer. As it gets closer, you see it's about the size of not quite a bat, like it's the size of a dodgeball, essentially. A large, chunky bat. As they fly. It's a round, chunky
An
bat.
absolute unit.
You are looking at a werebat that you gather. You'll see when it transforms. Right now, it's transformed into a werebat, but it does have hippopotamus-esque qualities to it.
Don't get confused. It's a bat. That looks like a hippopotamus. But is in fact neither.
I'm just getting the image from The Bug's Life with...
Yes, it is. That's exactly it.
Butterfly.
Well, I have his voice now. Thank you. As they get closer, they kind of fly around frantically. The figure on you, Etterath, looks at you, keeps you pinned, and the claws are kind of in your shoulders, just near where that scorch mark from the devil is. She says, "Are these friends of yours?"
You need help?
I'm good. I'm good. Yes.
She kind of raises her hand, and the two flying creatures immediately kind of morph back to their humanoid kind of form. You watch as the raven, kind of the wings pull back in, and landing on the ground is a very scruffy looking, like long-haired, large-bearded, with huge mutton chops, halfling, almost like a wild man. And you indeed see the chunky little bat goes and lands on the ground as a small, almost like Force's proportions, like 5 foot, kind of 5 foot by 5 foot, chunky little hippopotamus man as he lands on the ground there, and says, "That's his voice now," and says, "Celia, are we okay here? Should we warn the others?" And Celia says,
Quite the unexpected voice.
Celia says, you remember this guy. Celia says,
One would hope.
Celia says, I think we're good. I think we're fine. She kind of pulls her claws out of you and steps back a little bit. As she stands, you can see she's easily 6'2". You can see she's behind her mane. She's got like a cascade of blonde kind of hair, longer than you remember it. And as this were-tiger steps back, she kind of hands on her hips, says, "To what do we owe the pleasure, Tarash?"
I've come back to try to finish my training.
The hippopotamus, the GIF, as we call them in D&D. The GIF looks across to the halfling. They both snigger a little bit, and Celia kind of snarls, and they shut the fuck up. She looks at you and she says, "Do you think that's wise?"
Sort of don't have a choice. I might also be dying.
Yeah, you look icky.
Yeah.
I'm Celia. I'm from Gheal Village. Old flame of Tarash here.
Old flame.
Yep.
Well, I am Azorith. It's nice to meet you.
Kind of holds out a paw, shakes your hand.
Well done, Etterath.
Hello, I'm Agenar.
Very pleased to meet you.
Oh,
and holds
yes.
out a hand as well.
You as well.
Have you forgotten your name?
No, I'm Force. I'm just nice to meet you. We're friends of Tarash as well.
Right.
Not old flames,
No,
as much as he wants it to be. But
Hey, fuck you. This is the moment where two different friend groups meet together and you don't really know how to act.
She looks at you and she says, "We were out scouting. The twins came back, said that they smelt something. They heard the fucking hellish bird, and were worried that it was swooping in. You realize I'm going to have to take you in."
Yeah.
that's good because we're kind of headed in that direction anyway.
Well, great. This is going to work out for everyone.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And you?
Go on, speak up. Tell me your own business.
Which voice?
How you doing there? My name's Happenstance. Been making things Philgore H. Stance. Been making things happen for 3 decades now. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kind of holds out a hand. There's a baby boy here. I'm Celia. I'm Celia. Where are we? I'm Celia. This here is Breck. Yeah, very pleased to meet you. And this is Turnup. Hi, nice to meet you, says the halfling. Well, I'm glad we've all made acquaintances. Why is everyone fucking filming me?
I wanted to get all the conversation.
I mean, I have my reasons. I don't know what she's doing.
Glad we've all made our acquaintances. I'm actually making my way to Gheal Village myself to sell a few wares. Right. Well, I can escort all of you. Breck? Yeah, what can I do? Can you lead the way? Make sure the coast is clear? Let the twins know to stand down? Yeah, I can do that. Breck, the GIF hippopotamus man, turns back into a bat and she says, "We try to give him as much legwork as possible just to kind of..."
Yeah.
Yeah.
His wings are strong.
Yeah. His wings are really strong, but it really takes a toll on the heart there, where we had to fish him out of the hot tub not that long ago.
Wow.
Couldn't even finish that one.
If anyone gets that reference, good for you. We're moving on.
It'll be in like...
He was setting up a joke the whole time.
There's the punchline.
There's the punchline we were waiting for.
Gotcha.
As you look upon Celia, you see that she is obviously quite a bit older than you remember her. She seems taller. She seems stronger. And she's wearing kind of hunter garb, like ranger garb. As the chubby bat kind of flies away, she turns to Turnip and says, "If you don't mind watching our six, that'd be great." "Of course." The raven heads back out in the direction you came in. As that happens, she looks at you and she says, "You know the direction, I guess. Let's see how. Do you remember how to get home?"
Yeah, definitely.
He's gotten us this far.
He was on it. He knew exactly where we're going.
Yeah.
Cocks an eyebrow and says, "Okay, close your eyes and point in the direction."
All right. Yeah, no problem. It's...
As he closes his eyes, she kind of looks at the rest of you and just shares like a wink with you, enjoying Etterath sweating.
It's, that way.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
You feel a paw on your arm, just kind of turn you a little bit to the left there, and she says, "Spot on. Perhaps I should lead the way. Please."
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
As she walks, her...
It's probably put off because I haven't showered in a couple of days, so it's probably my stench that was covering what was going on there.
Possibly. Yeah, you're all a little funky, but that's okay. Where we come from just helps you, helps identify who you are.
Yep.
Oh.
Thought you were going to say there were showers, but... Oh, no, we don't do that here. Cool. All good.
Well, a few things have changed in the 15 years you've been gone.
15. Oh.
Has it been 15? 10?
I don't know.
Oh, you look younger than I thought you were.
Moving on.
As she walks with the rest of you through the forest here, she leads the way, quite purposeful. And you can't help but notice that as she walks away, she doesn't shed her tigress form. And she kind of strides on. She steps forward and then drops to all fours and kind of gallops on a little bit, climbs up the side of a fallen log and kind of sniffs the air. She looks back and she says, "Were you lot followed?"
Oh, yes, we were. For a bit.
Not from lack of trying to scare them away, but
No.
they just keep coming after us.
Who did you fall afoul of before you came to us?
Good pun. You didn't even know you made it.
Birds.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hawksworth. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. The people at Hawksworth are odd. A lot of people around have been odd lately since the strange bird creature. Bird creatures in particular have felt a little affronted by this big thing that's attacking, harassing the lake there.
Right, that I don't remember that from...
No, that's pretty new. And
how new?
Probably in the last couple of months.
Oh.
At the most.
This has never happened before. It's not like some creature that's...
No, most creatures here, after they've been through the Howling Ring, they either come out civilized or they stay in the Howling Ring absolute bloodthirsty maniacs.
So there's no like legend of a giant ancient bird.
The legend of Big Bird?
Yes. Helps you like count and...
No, that would be the Count.
Oh, right.
Yes.
What does Big Bird do?
He lives over on...
Does he do anything?
He
or is
lives,
he just
no,
the
he lives
host?
over on Neodract. He's a very old elven individual that lives on Neodract and helps people count.
All right.
Yes. But this big bird... This enormous bird is something that's been harassing Fianna, in particular the lake there, for a while. We'll get into town. I'll let Book explain everything to you. Things are happening. Excellent. As you trudge on behind Celia.
Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely.
To see if there's any kind of like lies. Sorry,
You are so hungover.
That's what an insight check would do.
to see if she's if
Oh no, Luke.
if this is a front or if there's like malintent kind of coming off of her.
Yeah, lies.
17 plus 2, 19.
She seems to be possibly maybe the most honest and genuine person you've seen in a while. Doesn't seem to be any... She seems genuinely pleased to see Terosh, I guess is his name. And she, by all accounts, seems to be on the up and up with that roll. As she marches on ahead, you guys have a moment where you're kind of alone as Happen kind of starts to trot on after her, and he says, I'm not gonna get left behind. This has happened before. I got little legs. I gotta move first. So catch up if you can. Baby boy.
Good boy, baby boy.
She seems nice.
She's very nice. Oh, fuck. Oh, a lot of feelings coming back up. Yep. Tarash. Is that your real name, or is that a name that... No, that's my actual name.
Oh.
It's a pretty nice name. Doesn't start with an A or anything. maybe for Luke's sake.
Watch me not get it wrong now.
I thought it sounded sort of like if a child couldn't quite say your full name, you know.
No, it was more the other way around, where it started with Tarash, and then I'd new life, new name, and I couldn't think of something quick enough, so Tarash came. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's legit. What's in the law packet? You picked it up in one.
Yep. There you go, listeners. That's the juicy lore drop. She couldn't think of something fast enough.
Excellent.
Wow, it's been a while since I've been here. Jeez. Wow. Huh. Do you know any of the others? The Brag and Turnip are the names? Do you know them? Brag Turnip?
Bread and turnip.
I didn't make these ones. I didn't make these ones. All I have to say. That's a Jacob Machin original.
Do you know them? Do you know, personally?
Yeah, we were sort of outcasts, all of us.
Yeah, so we sort of stuck together. Well, thankfully they found us, and not ones that... Well, no, I mean, there was the twins, and the twins are fucking pieces of work.
Oh.
Yeah. So, it's like what happened between you guys? You and Celia. Nothing. I wrote the wrong names down.
You're really bad at names. What's my name?
So with SIR, Alpin.
Oh, I just got my name right.
No, your name, Alpin.
Have you ever asked his first name?
I was just assumed it was Sir. Anyway, no, nothing. Yeah, this is not about you. It's nothing too big happens, though. We just, I may or may not have ran away and might have left out alone in the wilderness, and that might have been the... Anyway, let's keep going.
Should we be worried that you're gonna get your head chopped off?
I don't know. Gonna be fully honest with you.
If it comes to that, do you want us to let it happen, or do you want us to?
It's a pretty good question.
Do you want to? Are you going to sign a DNR if you're decapitated?
No, of course we can't let it happen.
Well, I'm sure the Temple of Briganti have spoken to you about DNRs. If you have to honor them.
I mean, yes, but that's
DNR. Do not
getting your head
yeah.
chopped off is entirely different.
I rolled a 13 on history. What's the general history of?
Do not revivify.
If you leave the circle without completing your year,
you'll
and you return. What's the general treatment?
You're usually either thrown back in the circle or forcibly kicked back out again. In some extreme cases, you are imprisoned and held on trial. And basically, they want to be sure that you're not going to just turn savage. That's the main worry and the main reason for the Howling Ring, to get those urges out.
I've not gone savage yet.
Well, that's true.
Someone came to your aid.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, I was directing that towards you, but I knew she was going to be the one to back me up on this.
Is your version of savage maybe just your drinking?
Oh, how dare you?
Sorry. Sorry. I'm going to head that way. So Alpin walks off.
I mean,
Not too far.
I don't.
Oh, there's a puddle.
I don't know how to say this without, I don't want to be hurtful.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
Well, there have been times when you've disappeared and we haven't known where you are. So, I mean...
It's happened twice.
Right.
Twice.
Right, yes.
Only once, actually for a long time. The other time I was just out in the alley, but...
Yes, but we didn't know that, and
That's not necessarily a savage thing. That's a different...
No, I just mean, if someone were to ask us, I mean, we haven't been together all of the time, is all I'm saying, and.
Well, I believe you, Etterath.
You stay out of this.
Oh.
I warned you.
Right, the sword
Oh, right.
talks to me.
Is he serious about it?
Yeah, quite serious. I mean, I don't think he's lying. And he wanted to give it away, and then tried to give it away, and then he couldn't, and then he sort of didn't want to give it away, and we tried, but it didn't work. So.
And you said give it away now?
I was going to say they tried the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Force beat me to it. Give it away. I was biting my tongue, sir.
I was trying to hold on.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, but for the vast majority of the time you've known me, I've not gone savage and murdered out of maliciousness a bunch of people.
Well, if the sword
I'm not going to go as far as say murdered people, out of pure blood sport.
Yes. If the sword talks to you, maybe talk to it in your head so that everyone else doesn't think you're losing it.
We can give that a try. Go on. Think real hard.
What the fuck do you want with me?
Oh, well, Etterath, I just want you to, Oh my god, it worked! You didn't say that out loud! Oh my god, you're gonna burst a blood vessel, but I think it's worth it so people don't think you're crazy.
I mean, the growling...
That's right, keep everything
is
inside.
also a little what is that word?
Disconcerting.
Right.
But that's nothing new, I don't think.
No, true, but I mean, unprovoked would be a little, what you said before.
I will do my best to be on my best behavior.
Well, good.
Right, we'll lead on.
Excellent. As you follow Celia, you're following along behind her for a couple of hours at this point, moving through the terrain with much more ease than you expected when you move with her. And as you're making your way through, you would notice occasionally when a fat bat kind of flies back past you and a raven kind of flies around you. No further sign of anyone tracking you at this point. And as you move through the forest, as the forest moves from that rainforest into more of a wooden kind of foresty situation, you would, as you get towards the possibly midday. What time of day were we here? Mid-afternoon? Let's say mid-afternoon.
They had just woken up, I think, before...
Yeah, so it'd be midday or so. As you make your way further north, you would come to a point where the ground seems to dip down. There is a ring of trees that seems to be a couple hundred feet across, a couple hundred feet wide. You would see that the ground seems to dip down almost like a quarry. Not that deep, but there seem to be a few layers that dip down into the ground, this natural kind of depression that's been carved out. You would see dozens and dozens of wooden huts, wooden towers, wooden buildings. You would hear the bustle of a town here in Gheal Village. And as you look down into this kind of depression that shows this town in a crater almost, you would see above it 2 layers of netting, thick netting that seem to have almost an entire town on top of them as you come to Gheal Village, the crater of Gheal Village proper. You, Terosh, Etterath, would know of the bottom section as the prowl, that first suspended netting known as the roost, and the very top known as Heron's Watch. As you approach the town of Gheal Village, or the village of Gheal Village, rather, you would see Celia
City of Gheal Village.
City of Gheal Village, but the town.
City, town, hamlet.
City, town, hamlet. The city of Townsville. That's one of my favorite lines from Powerpuff Girls. The city of Townsville. Yeah, they're really funny.
Classic.
It's like when you watch news in Australia. There's a program called Today Tonight, and they'd always end with "Tomorrow on Today Tonight." I always found that very amusing. I was like, "You guys know what you're doing." As you get to the sleepy little town, village, city, grotto, hamlet of Gheal Village, you would see that there are a number of individuals. All of them carry some sort of animalistic kind of build to them. You would see that there appears to be what look to be halflings walking around with kind of feathers coming off them. You'd see humanoids with almost wolf-like fur. You would see what looks to be two elven individuals that have tusks coming out from under their lip who just kind of snarl at Etterath as they walk past. You would see a number of individuals. You would see the bottom section seems to be almost a bazaar, like some sort of marketplace. The midsection seems to have some housing, and the very top seems to have a very select few huts at the very top there that must belong to quite high up people. As you arrive there, Celia kind of turns and looks back at you. She says, "You're going to see some hostility, guys, especially with Terash here. He technically shouldn't be here, so I just want to warn you, it could get a little ugly."
Oh, ugly? How exactly?
Have you seen where creatures transform?
Yes.
Okay, there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of growling.
Okay, that's all right.
Been to that for a while.
You see that raised kind of ring in the center, right at the center, and you look down, and a couple hundred feet down and in, you see what looks to be almost a sumatori ring in the center there. That appears to be roughly the size of like a basketball court. Points down there and says, "Terash is probably going to end up there."
Little one-on-one.
What happens there?
You'll see. Are you ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be. Is it like an atonement or something?
You could say that.
As Celia kind of growls and howls out as tigers do, you would see that everyone kind of stops and looks up. You would see people near the Silvered Smith, the Lunar Apothecary, the Fur and Fang, the Silver Veil, the Wolf's Den, the Pax Provisions. They all glance up, and as they glance up, you hear this. Remember the video we watched of people kind of cracking their knuckles at the same time? Yeah. You hear that as the entire village, city, town of Gheal Village transforms, and there is a rumble of growls and hoots and howls. You would see the two elven individuals immediately kind of transform down into wereboars, and they look incredibly savage with serrated tusks. As that happens, Celia kind of puffs herself up, and she kind of holds her arm up, and she says, "Book, we've had one return." Everyone goes quiet. Etterath, what's going through your mind right now?
He's sweating buckets. He's trying to play cool, but he is very much not. Like, his face is stoic, but it's just waterfalls just all over. And he's there just sort of seeing the ring in the center and sort of just looking around at all the people that he knows he's probably not supposed to be around and go,
"I'm going to die here. I am going to die here."
All in his head.
Excellent.
Are you supposed to transform too as like a sort of greeting? Is that what's happening?
I think I've already used it today.
Possibly. That's going to be tough.
Let me look at my character sheet here. Have I used it? I've used all my lay on hands. Where the hell is my... Nope, I still got my shift. Okay.
Should we... Are we supposed to do anything?
No, you guys are fine.
You would hear a from the very top, from the Heron's Watch.
Oh.
And you would see as the net kind of flexes a little bit. incredibly far off in the center, a couple hundred feet, you would watch as a huge figure kind of drops from the netting to the next netting. And the netting kind of shifts and settles like an enormous spider's web. The creature then hangs off the bottom, and you can see that he is far larger than you expect. Bigger than Bucky, this individual. You can see that he seems to have scarring all over him. Not tribal scarring, not the scarring you'd see on Goliaths, but like he's been through shit. And he lets go and drops the 20, 30, 40 feet to the ring. Lands with a puff of dust. He stands up, cracks his neck, and just points up at you. And you just hear him say, Terash, here, now.
Yes, sir.
Etterath walks down through the town between the buildings as people kind of, you guys are welcome to follow, but as you walk down the steps, down the kind of the winding switchback path that leads into the crater there, people are just growling in your face like as you step past.
I don't know.
We should be close.
I mean, I'm not sure.
We should be close, but not interfere. But they are going to kill him.
You don't know that. He just said, "Come, like here now," and I mean, is this a sort of no?
We asked if he wanted us to save him. He didn't give us an answer.
I will say, I did have the conversation where if I die, but my soul's going straight to hell. Do not pass go, straight to hell.
Fuck, what's her name again? Jesus Christ.
Celia.
She's walking along behind the rest of you, and anyone that passes a glance in like your direction, she kind of shoots them a glance, and they immediately back down.
Celia, are we supposed to stay here?
No, you can go
there?
support him, but
what are we supporting?
your
Just tell me and I'll do it.
Your friend, in order to make sure that he's not going to go nuts and kill everyone here,
right,
is going to fight Book. And
so wait, he has to go maybe nuts in order to show that he's not going to go nuts.
There's no clear rules. There's a control aspect, there's a power aspect, there's a humility aspect.
Right.
It's really down to how Terash plays this.
Right, so if he loses...
No humility.
I don't know. He seems like he's had a string of bad luck lately. Maybe it's changed a bit.
Your sweat seems to mix with this glistening kind of painful burning that's building, and you gather you've not got a lot of time before that mechanic comes back in.
Like, you ever heard him say yes, sir, before?
Right.
I mean, I think most of us would say yes, sir, to that.
Fair.
I may say yes, daddy, to that.
I guess we say yes, sir, to you. That's your first name?
What? My first name?
Yeah.
Oh, are you asking my first name? That's so very...
Just whisper in my ear. Don't tell him. We always very sad.
Okay, so Alpin whispers deep backstory to this character that.
And dude, the second he said it was a sumo ring, I went, "Oh fuck!"
Good to know.
Wait,
are you gonna know it?
I'm so very. Oh no! Did you ask me? Now,
you can tell all of us. I mean, I thought it was Sir too. That's what Azorith said.
Especially since this new revelation of like everyone's name, Alpin.
If one is asked, I will tell them. But looks at you pointedly and says, "But some people haven't saw fit to ask."
Well, what is your first name then?
Oh, I'll tell you.
We got more Sir Alpin whispers. That's 2 Sir Alpin whispers. I want to know, but I'm stubborn.
Celia looks over and says, "I mean, what's your first name?"
3 Sir Alpin whispers. Jacob is whispering to himself. And Caleb gets it.
It's funny because your reactions are making Michael want to know it. Sir Alpin kind of trots up to you real quick, Etterath, and just says, Etterath, sir.
Yes.
I just feel if you do die here, I'd like you to know my first name.
A mighty respectable name.
I thank you very much. And whether you're Etterath or Terosh, you're a friend of mine.
Thank you.
As you step forward, Celia says, however it plays out, I strongly advise against interfering. If you do, I cannot be held accountable for what happens to you.
Right. Right. Is this like is this a fight to the death type situation, or
It's
just
it has been
right?
not always, but it has been a fight to the death. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Got any good snacks like cheesies around? Or?
We have shapes. We have we don't have cheesies, but we have these twisties, these fun little
We do
cheese
have cheese.
flavors
I'll
or
take some
something.
pizza. I'll take some pizza.
We also have these pizza shapes. Yeah, we have little savory biscuits with flavor on them. It's flavor you can see.
Great. I'll take one of those as I watch
tagline.
with this entertainment.
Shapes sponsor us. Etterath, Terosh, as you make your way down between all the shops, you make your way down to almost what would be a village square, and where in some medieval places they may have a hangman's noose or stocks. There is a sumatori ring, and standing in the center at somewhere around 9 foot tall
Holy shit.
is the enormous. He looks to be human, and you kind of notice a little bit of. Maybe there's a bit of giant, maybe a bit of Goliath, you're not sure, but he definitely has a humanoid look to him. He looks at you and he says, Terosh, you left the choosing early.
I did.
Why?
I was weak.
Show me your strength. I'm going to gestures to the ring there.
In my head,
Mhm.
sword, gonna need you to be real cool about this. I might need to put you off to the side just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. And I promise I'll pick you back up.
Oh, that's totally fine. I understand that there's some kind of thing going on here. I don't want to get in the way of that.
Cool. Thank you.
You sure you don't need me?
Would I know that this has to be like, am I allowed weapons or is it just hand to hand?
Yeah, no, I can't. I need to do this myself.
Okay, well, I trust you, Etterath. Oh, Tarash, which do you prefer? I guess Etterath.
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, then.
As you
Just put me down gently, okay?
take off, what do you do?
I guess. I'm just diving right into this. First, I will take off the jacket, lie it on the ground.
Nice.
Take off the sword, lie it on the jacket. Take off the boots beside the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, you're shorter than I thought he was.
Yeah, lose 5 inches of height. Take off the shirt. It's just pants.
Yep.
tie the hair up into a
yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, such a process.
Look back at my friends.
Give me like a little wave. Huh?
Gives a very nervous thumbs up.
This is the
Tries to crack a smile.
the least cool you've seen.
I put a shape in my mouth and give him a thumbs
Yeah.
There were snacks. Where'd you get the snacks?
Then he's going to turn.
He's
look at-
just as geeky and nerdy as I remember him.
I have so many questions about that. But we're going to watch this first.
looks up at the ever towering figure of Book. Calm himself. Walk up the little stairs.
As you step up the stairs, the rest of the crowd starts to gather around and en masse. As they step up, Book looks at you and says, "You know what we do now."
Yep.
And you watch as Book somehow seems to grow. You watch as white fur kind of bursts from his skin. You watch as his muscles swell, his arms grow longer. They almost come down to his ankles as his feet kind of swell out into these enormous pads. You see his head kind of morph and change into this polar bear as Book is now there. A were-polar bear.
All right, let's do this. Etterath is going to close his eyes, crack his neck. When his eyes open, they're glowing the orange. I'm going to shift.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Shit.
I'm so sweaty right now. I'm so nervous. Natural 20.
There you go.
Excellent.
Damn.
Kicking us off, Terosh, what would you like to do?
First, I'm going to actually give myself the proper amount of temporary hit points I am supposed to have.
Do it.
When I shift, because I'm gonna need them. 12 temporary hit points. It's probably gonna be like one hit from him, but that's fine.
His great axe.
Oh, cool.
Fisticuffs.
So he's there on the other side. The ring is how big? The actual ring.
The ring is, it's almost like basketball court size. Like there's plenty of room because people here are animals and you need a bit of but it's no longer than, how long's a basketball court? 60 feet? Something like that.
I don't even know what 60 feet is.
Do I look like I
that
play
means
basketball?
nothing to me.
Like
It's
5'8".
about 20 meters.
Oh, okay.
That's very short by the sounds of it. Maybe 60 meters.
It's like a tennis court, probably.
3 feet to a meter.
Don't ask a bunch of nerds how long a
60
basketball
feet.
court is.
Yeah.
It's about the size of a F-42 jet without payload.
It gets longer. That's how physics works.
It gets longer when there's low load in it.
They are an even 28 meters long, which converts to almost 92 feet.
There you go, 92 feet.
So
But he is kind of in the middle.
Oh, he's in the middle.
If that clears it up.
So he's like,
He'd be about 40 feet.
I
from-
still don't
yeah.
know what 60 feet.
We're going theater of the mind here.
Size of a
I
basketball
guess
court.
I will.
No, 60 feet's about...
I mean,
it's about two-thirds of a basketball court.
basketball court.
I will. Movement. Yeah, 30 feet. Bonus action
10 feet to
dash
him. Dash
to
to
get
him.
that extra 10 feet for
Excellent.
like as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we rolled initiative,
Yeah.
she's an action economy as much as I can.
Yeah.
Guess I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna try to punch him right in his tum.
Yeah, go ahead and give him a punch in the tum.
Just gonna try my best here. It's not about just the strength. It's about my endurance to go on. It's about my strength of character.
You guys noticed that sword that Etterath was so reluctant to give away is on the ground at the other end of the basketball court as he fights. We'll come back to you guys.
18.
18 to hit. 18's going to hit him.
Oh, right. We do D4s. Right.
As you hit him in his... he's got that slightly chubby tummy that still has definition to it.
It's bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Stomach.
Yes. Yeah, he very much has power lifter.
6. No, wait. Yes.
Should probably write this down.
Did you roll one of those gross D?
Yes, I
Those
rolled.
weird ones?
Yes, I rolled my gross D4. 5. Sorry, 5.
5 points of damage as you hit him with that first hit. That's your only hit, right?
Yep.
Excellent. As you punch him in the guts,
Oh no!
he just looks down, and he's just going to, with both claws clasped together, just down on your head with one hit. That is going to be a 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 to hit you.
Yes.
Excellent. You're going to take 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he's going to just backhand kind of swipe you away from him. That's going to be a 14 to hit you.
Just hits.
What? Holy.
I don't have any armor.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be
Still.
10, 13 points of bludgeoning damage as he just swipes you away. Give me a strength saving throw real quick.
Jesus Christ. Help me, God. Not too bad. 18.
18. Yeah, you're going to be fine. Yeah. As he tries to push you back, he hits you and he says,
You left one of your own in the Howling Ring. Shame.
I didn't fucking mean to, all right?
what would you like to do?
Gonna go back in.
Go for it.
16.
16 will hit.
Another 5 points.
Another 5 points of damage as you punch him in the stomach again. You hit him again. This time he is going to grab you. If you'd like to make an athletics or an acrobatics check to get out of his grasp there, I need you to beat a 22.
13.
Lifts you up over his head.
Oh no, I'm about to get banged!
and he's going to lift the knee and bane you. Onto the knee, onto the ground. You are going to take plus 1d6 for the fall damage because you're literally falling from almost 10 feet. You are going to take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of drops you on his knee. As you hit the ground, he says to you,
You failed your people. I know I did. I want to make it right. How will you make it right? I want to finish my training. I want to save people.
He walks towards you. One step because you're right in front of him. What are the rest of you doing as Etterath is kind of not technically prone, but thematically prone?
Do you think maybe we should have buffed him up before we went in there?
Yep. You had a long walk, guys.
Well, it's a test to see
A
whether
subtle
he
spell
goes.
haste, maybe some
Subtle spell haste would go down
subtle
real
spell
well, right?
haste. Just go. Brrr. Nope.
I mean, it's a test to see whether he
Pray,
can.
pray to God for my safety.
Oh, well, it's good stating. And I'll turn to Celia. I was like, this seems kind of one-sided.
It's not all about how many hits and how much hit points you take down.
Right? She said it was a test to see whether he cannot go, crazy. And so I suppose if he loses and doesn't go crazy, then that's fine, right?
As he's dropped on.
Anyway,
Anything you guys
I'll
want to
be
do?
right back.
And Agnar's just gonna quietly trot over to the sword.
Excellent. You trot over to the sword. The scimitar of speed is lying there in all its beauty and glory, sitting on top of Etterath's coat there.
What skill would it be to know not to maybe touch it directly?
Yeah, I mean, you can make an Arcana check to kind of.
No, more just like.
It would be down
Would
to your,
Agnar know into like what?
It would be intelligence.
Yeah.
I'd say it'd be unwise. Yes, I think there'd be wisdom there. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna like. I feel like Agnar would then, based on
Not touch it.
wisdom. Yeah, not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go to use her cloak to
Scoop it up.
scoop it up.
Excellent. You guys watch as, well, some of you would see that she kind of scoops up this scimitar. Okay. We cut back to the fight.
Stand back up.
You stand back up. Excellent.
I'm
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm gonna hold up my fists. I'm gonna use my action to take the dodge action.
Beautiful. Excellent. He is going to lift you up with both hands. Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check, please.
29.
Wow. Tell me how you, as he goes to grab you, you duck out of it.
So Etterath sort of gets into a fighting stance and sort of takes a breath to himself and sort of feel like he can hear the muscle and the sinew of Book and like the ring creaking beneath him. So as he goes, he jumps above his hands.
Okay. As you jump above his hands, his second attack action, he's just going to lunge his head forward and headbutt at you. That is going to be at disadvantage,
Yes,
right?
because of the dodge action.
That is going to be a 12 to hit you.
That misses.
Goes to headbutt you, misses, stumbles a little bit, and turns back and says,
You're fleeing now like you fled and left Celia behind. It is by the grace of the twins that she survived.
Oh, that's what they said, huh?
What would you like to do?
I'm trying not to lose my cool. Trying not to lose my cool, that's what it is. Oh, I'm gonna walk up to him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you might want to ask the twins again. They were the reasons why I got chased out of the Howling Ring. And then I'm gonna try to sock him in the face.
Excellent. Give me a sock in the face. Don't you have double attack at this point?
Oh yeah, I do.
I wonder what you've been doing.
One swing.
Control.
No. We'll play with this. We'll play with this. Absolutely. We'll wait till you bust out the two swings.
Yeah, we'll see until I do that. I don't know, right now it's just
Like
just
maybe it's
needs
a
one.
weapon thing. I don't know.
No, I the answer is I just kind of forgot.
Yeah, he was shit scared of the fucking the were polar bear. Oh no!
I'm
not gonna hit it again. Yeah.
All thoughts just left my head.
Go for it.
18.
18 hits.
4.
4 points of damage. Beautiful.
Punch him again.
Oh, yeah.
As you go to do it, he says,
Have you been holding back, Terra? Oh. 7.
7. Yeah, he bats it aside. As he bats it aside, quick elbow to the top of your head. That's a natural 20. You're going to take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 points of bludgeoning damage. As he kind of elbows you to the ground, he kind of steps away from you and kind of moves to the edge of the ring. He says, Domar, Guntharai, here, now. And you watch as the 2 werebores kind of trot forward. Trot. He gestures back at you, and he says,
Terash has leveled claims against you. What happened in the Howling Ring with Celia and Terash?
They kind of look at each other. He grabs them both by the scruff and yanks them in and tosses them on the ground with you. He walks over to them and kind of tears off their armor and their weaponry, tosses it aside. He stands in the middle there and turns to you, Terash, and says,
And who would you have by your side?
Do either of you feel remorse for what you did?
The werebores with a little bit of elven tongue one of them says, We did nothing wrong. The Howling Ring, after all. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings. I don't want either of them. They don't need to be in this fight.
Book looks at you, looks at the 2 werebore.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they trot on out. He stands in front of you, over the top of you, and he, for those of you at home that can't see, Herc is craning his neck to view. He looks down at you, and he says,
Why have you returned?
There's innocent people in danger. I need to help them.
He leans right down in your face there, sniffs you all over.
You've been gone for some time.
I have.
You'll be jailed if you go to Lornakath.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Turns and faces the rest of the crowd.
Terash has shown humility and mercy.
Johnson, stop cleaning yourself. As in the corner, the werewolf's just kind of like,
Leg in the air.
Yeah, leg in the air. It's the little cat from Puss in Boots. He said he's fine. Book says,
Everyone go about your business. Terash and his friends are guests.
And everyone kind of, some of them dejectedly, some of them anticlimactically, some of them kind of nod appreciative. They all kind of step away.
Would I be able to see where the twins are?
Yeah, make a perception check for me, and we'll cut to Agenar while all this is happening and see what happens.
What's a natural 20?
Natural 20.
Yes.
You would see that the twins make their way over to the strange little tavern-looking place that appears to be known as the Wolf's Den. Yep. Book looks at you. He says,
Get yourself reacquainted here. Meet me at the Heron's Watch before nightfall.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
And he is going to walk to one of the long rope ladders that lead between the 3 layers and just kind of pull himself up one at a time. And as he pulls himself up, you watch as that werebear form kind of sheds. And as it sheds, there's like a sigh as he climbs up. Agenar, what are you doing while all this is happening?
Well, after picking up the sword, Agenar would have sort of folded it up in the cloak to a little bundle.
Yeah, and hidden it away?
Just like held on to it.
Okay, you're not hiding that you have it. Okay, cool.
No, not hiding or anything.
Okay.
Just held on to it and sort of trotted back to the group.
Okay, as you trot back to the group, Celia is standing there next to Terash. She says, You all right there?
Doing surprisingly well, not gonna lie.
You kind of ratted out the twins there.
Well, it's them or me. No hard feelings.
I'm just worried someone's going to sneak into your tent overnight. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah,
Agenar trots on over as the rest of you reconvene.
Right. Well done.
Yes. You didn't need any of our help?
No, I could have so much used all of your help in that.
No, I think you need to do it on your own.
I mean, that was probably cathartic for all you just seeing me get the shit beat out of me.
I thought it was
No.
quite admirable, yes.
No. I mean, you didn't get angry. That was very impressive.
What's the deal with the two boars?
Oh, those two fucks. They're the ones that chased me out of the Howling Ring. Waited till me and Celia were separated doing hunting trips. Chased me out. Tried to murder me.
Oh.
Is that not part of... Is it part of it, the Howling Ring, is to try and...
There was more of an intent to get him out of the Howling Ring, which isn't really kosher.
They were trying to beat me up enough so that I'd just be limp and they'd throw me out.
Sort of force you...
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Force what? What did you want from me?
What? No, sorry.
You seem a little sleepy, sir.
No, I'm fine.
That's weird. We've gone almost a whole day without him asking a question. I'm worried.
That's what your name
You did
was.
ask a question.
Oh, you did?
You asked your...
That's probably the most important question.
It was.
Thank you for telling me that.
That's okay. Wait for the day I tell you my middle name.
I do have a question.
What's your name?
Why did they want to chase you out so hard?
That, I'm not too sure. They were always weirdly against me.
So you're not like the chieftain's son, or
Fuck no.
not going to inherit like the successor's sword to the island or anything?
No,
like
I
that?
was left as a baby on a fucking doorstep.
Did you bang one of their girlfriends?
No.
I thought of options.
Not that I know of. No,
Maybe you could ask them first.
Celia, are you married to one of them?
Am I?
Yeah.
No. There's no ring on this finger
So it wasn't you.
for this one.
And I'll wink it.
He blushes. She just looks at you with a grin that doesn't reveal anything, but Terosh's reaction seems to indicate that maybe there was wishful thinking there, but she says, "We were very young. You have to understand."
Okay.
I don't know what to call you. What do you prefer?
Haven't made up my mind yet.
Okay.
You can just call me whatever.
Etterath.
I was just going to say that. I had the T. I was like...
Anyway, would you like... Are you okay?
You take 10 points of acid damage as the sunlight here seems to burn your skin.
Burning. Burning.
Oh,
burning.
oh.
Burning.
That's
By
new.
any
I haven't
chance,
seen that
any,
before.
No, that is new.
Oh, that is new. Oh.
Do you have any clerics that are more powerful than this one?
We have clerics. What exactly do you need?
I am going to cast Create or Destroy Water immediately above me and just flash dance bucket of water on me.
Instant relief.
I mean, more of that. Water would be
We have
helpful.
plenty of water.
I think he's been cursed.
Yes.
Cursed
In
with-
more ways than one.
Agnar's just
Wonderful
going
good
to...
looks.
Thank you.
That, also the devil, also...
The Lord devil.
The top of the
Lots
sword.
of curses right now.
Listen.
like a
If you can climb a rope ladder, you can come to my place and we can talk about it there before we go see Book.
But Agnar's just going to... is this okay? Hold out a hand to heal. Yeah. Cast Cure Wounds.
Excellent.
At 3rd level.
Go ahead and roll your cure wounds damage as you follow. As you follow.
He takes damage from
Damage?
healing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I give that away? Go ahead and roll
It
your
just
cure.
didn't work before.
As you try to make your way towards one of these rope ladders that head up to the next layer.
As we're walking, can I make a perception check to see if there's anyone who's like giving some evil looks in our direction?
Yeah, make it. That'll be an insight check.
Insight check.
Yes, please.
That's a grand total of 12.
Yeah. That
2 ones.
I will give you. You can take 6 hit points there, as the water seems to help the healing, but without being completely submersed. you find that it does not quite heal you as much as you hoped for.
Yep.
But being instantly damaged. What did you get?
9.
9. There are certainly glances. They're hard to read because you're getting such a mix of animal faces and humanoid faces. You're getting such a mix of people looking appreciatively, people nodding, people shaking their heads, that there are literally maybe half a dozen people that look like they could kill you. There's maybe half a dozen people that look like they want to lift Etterath on their shoulders and celebrate him as a hero, and another half a dozen people that are just indifferent. You don't notice the twins is the main thing. But other than that, you don't see anyone determined to hurt you. Much like Lim Village, everyone here, you guys stand out in not being were creatures, and you gather that someone not being a were creature would be spotted and sniffed out quite quickly. So there's no problem with anyone else sneaking in as far as you can tell. As you walk out from this enormous crater, a couple 100 feet to get to the edge there where the rope ladders are, Celia begins the climb up Etterath, Azorith, Force, Agenar. As you make your way up, we'll go ahead and leave the session there.
Leader of the Mind Flip.
Thank you for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer. If you like what you heard, give us a like, give us a review, rate us 5 stars. If you want to hear more, follow us on Patreon for more exclusive content and extra goodies. And make sure you follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Theater of the Mind Flayer or at mindflayer_pod. Thanks.